third period action here from the sports stable. Joaquin Rivera still alongside Jenny Kinney, and it's a 5-2 game here as we get ready for the final puck drop. And this one comes back towards Newell, gets a backhand there, can't get it away from Bushman. As now here comes Wyrock back the other way, can't get this one through Solomon, and they'll have to regroup at neutral ice. Massanati loses it there. Shibarov misses the check, and here comes Platt. He takes a shot. Newell blocks it aside. Platt gets his own in the corner, but Telegani trying to get to it. A chance in front. That one's saved by Newell. So the Knights coming out here with a bit more jump as Bushman blocks off his man and now has the puck again and goes right through the middle. Bushman protecting. Still holding on to it. Now dumps it cross ice. All the Rough Riders will go for a change as Solomon picks it up and curls behind his goal. Solomon off the boards. Now that one takes a nice bounce for the Knights, but now falls to Bosnaev, who goes D-to-D for Albert. Albert through the middle of the ice, has back, can't hold on to the puck. And now again in neutral ice, this time dumped in by Dylan Steele. Smith's going to leave that one back, walks right up and takes it, and now curls back in the slot. A chance here for Dylan Steele with a little nifty spinorama. And now it's in his feet. Again, Dylan Steele has a pair. Looking for number 3, as this one should be icing. Although they get it all the way on goal, and Newell doesn't hold on to it, but instead puts it in the corner. Down low, chance there for Hedquist. He can't get to it. Velikopolski rings it around for back, and back chips it to Kelly. Here comes Kelly, walks right through the middle. Kelly showing great patience there as he leaves it here for Sanchez. Sanchez takes a shot, that one wide. Sanchez curling back around, leaves it behind him, and Wyke is able to get it out. He takes a rough check from Marshman. Velikopolski now boards that one. Sanchez bumps his man, a fall there by Nitko. And now Woodley will pick it up and get it to Velikopolski. Off the boards. Not out, though. But Woodley comes out with it. Through the center of the ice. Cotton intercepts and will send it down deep. As everyone else on the Knights had to touch up there before they were offsides. Now here's Marshman. Marshman does a good job to protect and sends that back in the zone. Cotton through the middle. Picked up here by Caravella. Drops it off for Platt. His shot blocked. Second shot saved by Newell. Platt in the corner. Now gets it up top to Cotton. Cotton down low for Platt. Platt walking in. Takes a shot. That one's wide. And now Caravella back in the middle. Shot taken. Save again by Newell. The Knights picking up steam here. Cotton back in the center. Saved again by Newell, and he's going to cover up this time. He's going to allow his team to go for a change and reset.
So the Knights have picked up the energy a little bit in this third period, trying to generate some goals to get closer to that lead that the Rough Riders have.
We'll see if Superior is able to match the intensity. Now a chance here. Solomon's going to take a shot. That one goes wide, but will be kept in by the Knights. Hedquist can't get away from Wyrock, and now back through the middle goes the puck, and Solomon will chase. Shibarov on his tail. Shibarov chases him behind the net. He falls. Shibarov picks it up and sends it back in the middle. Wyrock takes a shot. That one's saved by Bruckner. As there miscommunication here, and Wyrock's going to have to back check. Chasing it is Bermejo. He's got it. Speeding around, gets a shot in front. It bounces again, and Hedquist. That one falls right to him in the slot, and he buries it past Newell, who didn't know where the puck was. And 5-3 is now the score.
Well, that was a very good heads-up play there by the Knights. Just be ready. It was a weird bounce.
And that all was through a miscommunication there between Wyrock and the point. And then that pass that Wyrock left gets picked up by Bermejo comes all the way down. He tried to center that one. It looked, or get a shot from a bad angle. It hit Newell and then fell in front of the slot, and waiting for it was Hedquist, who buried it. And 5-3 is now the score. So really none of the shots has Newell been beat clean on. But more, that one he didn't know where the puck was in the slot. And the other two knocked out of the air. But either way, 5-3 is the score. As Back tries to center this one but can't. And now here come the Knights. A little more jump in the step. Big check there by Dylan Steele. And looks like down injured is Platt. Steele took him out, and he may have an injured knee. As Smith gets this one off the boards, and now it falls in for Massanati. His shot taken, but he was forced wide by Drew. And that shot nowhere near the net. Here's Bishop in the middle for Dylan Steele. Steele now coming forward. His shot taken, but they are offside. On the far end there was Kelly, and he was just a foot too far ahead.
I think one thing the Rough Riders need to be careful about is they get goaded into penalties in third periods easily. So hopefully they can have a little bit of control over themselves with that. I mean, aggressiveness is good, but when it leads to penalties that hurt your team, it's not good.
There may have been a close call, to say the least, there with Dylan Steele cutting through, as coming up awkwardly was Platt. But Dylan Steele laid the boom on him. But no call there as Bosnayev backhands it in deep. Cotton will pick it up here and ring it around the boards. Kept in by Valkopolski. Knocks out on a second one, and now Malte Landon picks it up in the corner. Landon has it stripped from him by Cotton. Now here's Duke. Noah Duke holding on to the puck. DeRosier digging at it. Fitzgerald joins the group. And coming out with it is Cotton. Cotton up the middle. Finds Richard trying to cut through. He cannot. Valkopolski waiting for it. And DeRosier sends it in. Here's Gusso. Trying to get it by Sanchez. He can't. Sanchez waiting. Still digging for it. Sanchez trying to curl it away. And Nitko now has it. Marshman trying to save it but can't keep it in, and they'll have to touch up. And now Nitko. It's checked there by Bosnayev and Marshman. As Sanchez loses the puck, and it's picked up by Bermejo. Trying to get around Bosnayev. Bosnayev does a great job to send him to the ground and comes out of the net, comes out of the zone with the puck. Up the boards to Woodley. Woodley can't get out of the zone, and Hedquist gets it back through the middle. But again, Valkopolski right in there. Drops his man. We get a whistle. No call, no official decision made by the ref, or maybe he's got his mind made up, but he hasn't shown us yet. And he shakes his head no. So it looks like nothing being called here. He'll have to explain the whistle. But either way, it looks like we're staying 5-on-5. But Valkopolski again showing a bit more aggression.
Yes, and it's good to be aggressive as long as it doesn't lead to some bad penalties.
As now Shibarov gets this one forward for Wyrock. Wyrock in on goal for Bruckner. And Telegani right there in the face of Bruckner and forces an offensive zone faceoff. Shibarov. John a bit with Bermejo.
Hopefully the Rough Riders can get a good face-off and get a goal right in. Get that lead back to 3.
Wyrock on the draw. And Telegani picks it up, curls around, finds Wyrock, can't get it back to him though. Nice job to pick it away there by Caravella. Walking in the zone is Gusso. He's got Maniscalco in front. Maniscalco, excuse me. But nice save there again by Noel. Mans tries to center it. A shot there by Caravella. Goes high and wide, and now Shibarov back the other way. Shibarov passes it around to himself. Now picks it up. Trying to center this one for Bushman, but missed time there, and this one will come all the way back. Bushman walking out with plenty of time and space. Gives it to Wyrock, and now here's Steele. Steele slows down and then dumps it in deep. Bermejo sends it forward. Shibarov now sends it back to Bishop. Jeff Bishop going to send this one in. Wyke trying to get it out of the corner. Curls away from one, but taken away by Eric Back. This one's centered into the middle, but no one's there as Carl Drew's just going to backhand it back on goal. And this one's going to be offside. It's still down in the zone, although whether that should have been offside or not is questionable, given that the Knights, it looked like, brought that back in. Oh, no, excuse me, Carl Drew did backhand that one in deep. So offsides is the call, and they're actually going to call it intentional offsides and send it all the way back down.
Well, the Rough Riders got to be smart in this third period to keep their lead.
They have a 2-goal lead here with 12:41 remaining in the third period, trying to break the losing stretch from the last 3 after getting wins against the Dallas Snipers here at home a few weeks ago. Now Kelly, he's checked, and Drew's able to get it forward but can't get it out. Now Drew remaining physical though, as he's got a couple of guys to deal with. Trying to help him out is Kelly, but walking out with it was Bilecki. Back. Can't get to it, but Bishop does. And flips it forward. Now Dylan Steele chasing it. Steals the first one down there, and he negates the icing as he's taken out by Duke. Fitzgerald will try and come get it. Val Kapolsky came in for the check, but missed. Bosnayev is sent into the boards. Fitzgerald will curl back and leaves it for Bosnayev. Bosnayev now skating out of the zone with it. Bosnayev, he's checked. And Multi-Landon can't pick it up. And Bosnayev just knocks it back in the zone. Up the boards here. That pass can't be completed, and this should be icing. Val Kapolsky was already down in the Superior Rough Rider zone. So we will get the icing call here and head back the other direction.
I feel like the Rough Riders are not connecting on a lot of their passes, which has been a problem in past games. Hopefully it won't bite them.
And Marshman's going to walk into the slot. He takes a shot, that one wide. Zane Marshman can let him rip sometimes. And now here's Sanchez, but that one's knocked away from him, and here come the Knights. Bosnayev, active stick, takes it away, and Hal Marshman has to rip this one away from the linesman. It slows him down a bit, and he can't come through with speed. Mascotti in front here, and Bosnayev intercepts the puck, gets it forward for Sanchez. Sanchez can't get it forward there, but it picked up here by Marshman, who gets another look, takes a shot, and that one's saved by Bruckner.
Bruckner has been really good in tight situations against the Rough Riders.
When Superior's been able to kind of challenge him a bit more, get some bodies in front, or make him move side to side on the rush, they have been successful today. As Bermejo gets this one forward, and it's tipped ahead. Bushman levels his man. And now it's picked up by Telegani, who tried to center that one in front, but it's intercepted by the Knights and backhanded back into the zone. Here's Albert. Through center ice for Shibarov. Shibarov has the puck slashed away from him. It's now picked up in the corner by Wyrock, who gets it back to Shibarov on the other side. He curls away from a check. Now cuts in, gets it back to Wyrock. Wyrock behind the net, now to Telegani. Shibarov trying to get to a spot in the slot. Would have finished if he got a clean look on it, but now it's back up to the point for Albert. Albert backhands it down low. Telegani lets it go. Shibarov drops it. Telegani has it. Comes out of the corner with it. Now Bushman curling back. Shibarov turns and fires. That one deflected over the net. Bushman keeps it in the zone. His shot taken. That one comes all the way across, and now Albert will have to save it. He does. Now he takes the shot. This one's going to be held on to by Bruckner. So now with 9:30 left in the third period, both teams will take a bit of a break here. 5-3 the score.
The Rough Riders were doing a really good job of keeping the puck down in the Knights zone. They just couldn't get a good enough look.
It was a great cycle game from the top unit They always seem to be well in sync. And on that last series, creating some offense there, but never getting a clean enough look. Or Sheberoff there, the puck came in front for him, but couldn't get a stick on it. But you've mentioned the play of Bruckner has been solid since the last pair of goals by the Rough Riders. And they have scored a few times in bunches. Really, both teams have. And the only goal in this third period right now belongs to the Knights.
Yeah, hopefully the Sheberoff-Wayrock line can get something more generated. And usually in the sports table, they're the ones. We hear their names over and over again. So hopefully they can add to this lead.
And they've been buzzing all around the net, but just haven't finished themselves. But we've seen a pair of goals from Dylan Steele on a great play from Eric Back. We also saw a goal from Zane Marshman. And another from Eric Bushman. So it's nice as well when the top line isn't doing all the heavy lifting. I think everyone will love to see really more often. You love to see the depth of this team, and they're showing it on nights like tonight.
Definitely, and Dylan still is always everywhere on the ice.
Absolutely.
He's integral.
Now Kelly sets to take the draw. This line has been kept together for a good chunk of the season, and they have always been active. As now Steele gets a deflection here on this puck, as Gusso tries to get it by him and does. And now Gusso walks into the zone. Gets this by Bishop, but Bishop takes his man out. Benilov. Puck's now in the corner. Kelly going for it. Left behind. Bishop curls it around for Benilov. The big man trying to get it through the middle. It's picked up by Kelly. Kelly walks into the zone, drops it for Eric Back. Back in the middle. Back gets checked there. And it's knocked out of the zone by Gusso. Benilov's going to flip this one into the corner. And Wyke will now walk out of the zone with it. Comes through the middle. Tried to find a target, but can't. Newell gets a stick on it, and it's picked up by Valakopolsky, who curls away from Nitko. Now Bishop flips it through the center ice. Glove down and knocked into the zone by Fitzgerald. DeRosier going on the forecheck. Kept in by Valakopolsky, who still has it, but it's knocked down by by Richard. And walking through the middle of the ice is Cotton. Cotton coming in. Backhand, that one not coming through, but it looks like we will get a penalty here.
Somebody lost the glove back there.
And holding is going to be the official call. Cotton, I think, is asking for a penalty shot, but it looks like he's not going to get it.
One of the Knights is skating off, bent over. I think he was in the back against the boards on that last play.
Looks like Bilecki struggling to get over the boards there. But going to the box is Malte Landon. And the Rough Riders, you mentioned it earlier, need to stay out of the box if they want to walk away with the victory. We've seen this be a problem in the past, where power play goals given up have been a problem, and the Rough Riders have given up one today. And here they are trying to stop another opportunity. Here is Hedquist trying to walk in. Nice stick there by Bushman. Here's Hedquist. Has a pair of goals in this game. Back in front, Hedquist had a chance, as that one was brought right into the slot, but the Rough Riders are able to clear. Gillespie will now have to go back and go after it as Woodley pressured in there. Curling it back in front, Albert trying to pick it up. Leaves it for Woodley, who clears it all the way down. 40 seconds into this PK, and a nice job from the Rough Riders. Although one close call. Gillespie behind the net. Back into the middle. Here's Cotton. The defenseman curling around his man. He's held up by Albert, and we're going to get another penalty on the Rough Riders. Although because his man got around him, that one he had to then commit. But either way, another 5-on-3. And Albert just got a hand on his man. They're going to call the hook. Stick, whether it was a hook, a hold, doesn't matter. 5-on-3 again.
Yeah, and the Rough Riders, this is, in the third period, they just, the energy just changed. The momentum just switches so quick in the third period when they get these penalties. And not that that wasn't a good penalty. Obviously, he had to hold him. He had to stop him, like you said. But
allowing the man to get around him in the first place opened up that opportunity. And now the Rough Riders have a minute of 5-on-3 to kill. Gillespie for the Knights, walking in, crossing the red line, takes a check from Telegani, but drops it off for Massanati. Cotton sends this one up, but nobody waiting for it, and they'll have to go back. Telegani gets a change, and now out is Shibarov. Massanati coming in, gets by Bosniak, but Bosniak gets back and forces him behind the net. But now two Rough Riders back behind have to get back in position. Shibarov up to the point, and it's picked off by Velikopolski. And now here they come, 2-on-3, short-handed. Shibarov now to Velikopolski, can't get that one through, as now they'll just have to get this one back deep. Talked with Coach Paul about it, and the boys have to remember, he said, that they're not trying to score on all of these penalties, but a nice opportunity at least created there. Cotton protects the puck, and now the Knights have it. Massanati. Back up to the point. Duke mishandles it. Dylan Steele trying to get that one. As now Bermejo coming through with speed is by himself now and falls, and Shibarov has a chance to clear, and he does. Gets this all the way back on goal, and Bruckner will drop it off for Wyke. Wyke up to Hedquist. Back to Wyke. He cuts in. Bushman has a chance to get it out. He backhands it. It's gloved down, but now picked up by Wyrock, who gets it forward. A chance for a 2-on-1 if he can get away from Hedquist. But he can't completely. Kelly is able to backhand it in deep, though, and they are back to 5-on-4. And we're only 10 seconds away from being even strength. So the Rough Riders doing a solid job on this PK, and they should be safe as 2 seconds and 1, and Albert now back on the ice, but he immediately changes for Sanchez. So back to even strength are the Rough Riders, although this one almost an icing call, but called off, and now Duke trying to get away from Kelly. The forecheck remaining strong, 4:48 left in the game. Benilov keeps it in, although his shot is deflected out by Hedquist, and now Bushman will dump it in. Gillespie can't get through those three Rough Riders. Waiting with it there, Marshman gets it up. Marshman now walking into the zone, gets a shot blocked by Duke, and it's chipped out of the zone by Caravella. Bishop through the middle, gets his pass up, and now Benilov. Benilov, his pass to Woodley is deflected in deep, and Woodley will go chase it. Woodley drops it back down low. Sanchez takes a hit and turns over the puck, and now Gillespie will flip it forward, and it's going to fall right in front for Massanati. Massanati in front, shot right through the crease. And now Marshman will try and pick it up, but it gets all the way out anyway. Hedquist can't hold on to that. And now a pass back for Drew. He's going to have to go back and get. Backhands it D-to-D for Bishop. 3:45 left in the game. That pass for Marshman too far in front, and Solomon will chase it back as the Rough Riders will go for a change. Solomon now coming out of the zone with it for the Knights. Backhands it in deep. Bosniev has it, curling away from pressure. Still trying to get it out. The Rough Riders cannot. Hedquist takes a shot, and it's gloved down by Newell. Drew now doing his job to push any pressure away from LJ.
The Rough Riders did a really good job on that penalty kill of getting the puck out of the zone, and even the times when they had a breakaway or they ventured down into the Knight zone, they did a really good job of getting back and defending their goal. It was a really good PK.
And now they have 3 minutes and 22 seconds, trying to keep the score as is, and they will walk away with their 8th victory of the year if they can do just that. Bosniev chips it forward, turned over. A chance here for Nitko, and an opportunity here, and a goal for Massanati.
That was good of Massanati to just stay with the puck. Unfortunately for the Rough Riders, but it was a good hockey play.
The Rough Riders failing to get the puck out of the zone, and it left an opportunity for the Knights, who are hungry for their first win of the season. And the Rough Riders allowing them such an opportunity. 5-4 now the score with just 3 minutes remaining.
Hopefully the Rough Riders will respond with some energy and motivation and just get down there and get a goal.
The Rough Riders calling timeout.
After this timeout.
And with 3 minutes to go after giving up the last 2 goals, understandable why the Rough Riders call this timeout.
A little bit of time to regroup.
And it's really been a few mishaps within their own zone that have allowed such opportunities late in these games. Not only have they given up power play opportunities, but not being able to get the puck out has been a problem.
Yeah, especially in the third period when they, when they have a lead, they get a little tired. They have some lazy passes. But that is definitely something that they need to shore up.
And we'll see what the Phoenix Knights can put together. Head coach Colton Sinclair, assistant coach Kurt Gore. Big names from the Arizona area trying to give back to the community by coaching this team and helping build junior hockey in the desert. And we'll see what they can do here. As on the road, again, we mentioned they're trying to get their first victory while the Rough Riders trying to hold on to this one. Wyrock on the draw, and Telegani's going to pick it up. If there's a line that can waste some time and run some clock, it's this one. Smith turns it over. Wyrock can't get a clean look on it, and Bruckner's just going to cover. Smith angry with himself there, but Thor, Johnny on the spot trying to finish that one. Couldn't get a clean look. As now they're keeping the shift short. Out comes Woodley, Marshman, and Sanchez as they have 2:52 left in the game. Marshman up to the point, and Albert will get it back down. It's rung around there by Duke. Back through the middle, here's Bermejo with speed. Coming in one-on-one with Bushman. Bermejo centers it in front, it's pushed aside there. And now Woodley turns it over in the middle. Bermejo back again for the Knights. Newell just pushing that over. He does not want to cover as they want to keep the clock running. Marshman trying to get it out of the zone. The Rough Riders can't get it out. Albert knocks his man down, and Woodley picks up the puck. Back in the middle for Bushman. Bushman off the glass, but can't get it by Noah Duke. But now officially they do get it in deep, and here's Cotton with it. Cotton sends it back down, and Kelly's just going to keep icing it here. And now Kelly will go in on the forecheck. Duke with it, sends it up, and this one's going to be a mishandle by the Knights, and it could lead to an icing call, and it does. A lucky break here with just under 2 minutes to go for Superior.
Yeah, the Rough Riders just need to keep their cool, not get in the penalty box, control the game a little bit down here in the Knight zone, and maybe even just rip another goal in and have a nice cushion for the end of the game.
Now a timeout being called by the Knights, as they will try and game plan for themselves. This gives the Rough Riders again another chance to take a deep breath and figure out exactly what the coaching staff wants them to do.
Rest up whatever line that they're going to put in to combat this last flurry by the Knights.
And it looked like Coach Paul was just telling them to send it down and not mess around with it, as it appears they were doing after the last timeout. We'll see if that is more of the same. But expect, again, the Knights to have a last push here. And we'll see how Superior can respond. They have to do a better job of getting the puck out of their own zone, as they were able to eventually on that last series, but did struggle a bit to have it as cleanly maybe as they would have liked.
Yeah, some bad passes here and there are going to lead to turnovers, and that's definitely something that we can't afford, that the Rough Riders can't afford to do right now with their 1-goal lead.
5-4 is the score. 1:53 remaining in the game, and we'll get a face-off going here momentarily. Deep in the Knights' territory as they get lined up, the Rough Riders still being given instruction.
Rough Riders like to end a Friday night with the win. And
Be a great way to start off the weekend.
Yes.
Still have to face the Knights 2 more times.
Looks like Dylan Steele is out there.
The Steele-Kelly backline on the ice. As this one goes off the glass, Steele's able to hold it down and send it back in deep. Picking it up now is Kelly, as he sends it back into the corner. Back going to forecheck. Steele trying to keep it in. Back picks it up. Walking out with it. Now Velkopolsky lets one rip. That one goes wide, and he'll go for a change immediately. Back up the boards. This one touches no one, but the icing was called off. Velkopolsky now drops it back for Benilov. Benilov trying to handle, at least gets it out of the zone, but Noah Duke sends it right back in. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining. Velkopolsky rings it back around. No one there except for Nitko for the Knights. Velkopolsky backhands this one weakly. And now Gillespie gets a shot. A chance here for Nitko. And a save by Newell. Behind the net it goes. Benilov backhands it off the glass. It gets by Gillespie. And a chance here for Shibarov. There is an empty net on the other end. Shibarov picks it up. Still holding on to it. It's going to try and center it. Can't. And it's picked up here by the Knights. Through center ice it goes, and it's going to be covered here by Newell. Not going to mess around with it, as we have 35 seconds left in the contest.
Yeah, the Knights are, of course, understandably being very aggressive right now, and the Rough Riders have just got to stay in their zone, get in the passing lane. LJ Newell's got to be on top of it here.
So Shibarov didn't try to go for the goal himself, instead tried to center that puck, and it was intercepted. But now the top line back on the ice. An empty net on the other end. So 6 attackers out there for the Knights who win this draw. Shot taken, ripped right off the face mask of LJ Newell. And now here's Telegani with a chance here for Wyrock. Moves it forward. Icing is called off as Wyrock does his job to get in front. 22 seconds left in the game. The Knights walking out of the zone with it. Get it up through the middle. Here's Massanati, who tied the game. Gets his shot on goal. Newell's going to cover. Some more pushing and shoving. Just 12 seconds remain in the game, and we'll see. The referee's got his hand up, and we'll see who he's got this call against. And the only one looks like he's going to the box is Nikita Shibarov. So potentially a 6-on-4. But again, only for 12 seconds. If the Rough Riders can just ice it, it won't be icing now that they are shorthanded. So feel free to send one towards the goal mouth, boys.
Just send it down there, Rough Riders. Yeah, they've really got to be smart right now. It's 12 seconds. It's only 12.
Telling Dylan Steele where he wants him, but they turn it over, and a chance here. Masakata gets a second look, but can't get it on goal. Wyrock able to clear. It's still in the zone. A shot taken. This one goes wide. 2 seconds left. Trying to ring it around. Curley in front. And that one saved by Newell, and the game is over. The Rough Riders escape a collapse here at the end, and they come back into the victory circle.
That was so close at the end. That last little flurry there, LJ Newell really had to be on his game, and thankfully he was. Thankfully the Rough Riders, he was.
5-4 the final here from the Sports Stable, as Newell, a sigh of relief in the crease as the rest of the team comes to congratulate him. The Rough Riders come out with a victory and now improve to 8-6.
Yeah, that was a big save at the end of the game there. Everybody seemed to be on it, so that's great. Good job, LJ Newell.
It's a bit of a flurry and a bit more difficult than maybe they would have liked to finish the game. But either way, they come out on top and get the victory over the Phoenix Knights. Again, this just the first of 3 games this weekend. So we'll be back here again tomorrow night, 7:15. And again, we'll have all the action for you here from the Sports Table. For Jenny Kinney, I'm Joaquin Rivera. Thanks for joining us.